Alright, we have a cubic here, and gosh, we're so used to factoring trinomials. What do you do when there's 4 terms? Now, technically what we're doing is called factoring by grouping, but we can actually do that using that multiplication box that we've been using already. So let's look at it. I already have my 4 terms, so there's nothing to figure out. Now, it works for most cubics, so don't think it works for every single one of them, but for most of them it does work. I've got 8x cubed, 4x squared, negative 2x, and negative 1. So we're going to play the game just like we have been doing. What do the first two have in common? Well, they're both divisible by 4, and they both have at least an x squared. 4x squared times what would give me 8x cubed? Well, that's 2x. 4x squared times what gives me 4x squared? Well, that's just a 1. 2x times what gives me negative 2x? That is negative 1. Does negative 1 times 1 give me negative 1 back? It does. So, I know that my factors are 4x squared minus 1 and 2x plus 1. Now, just a note here, we have a quadratic. If it can factor again, we want to keep going. Remember when you factored out 12, you didn't just stop when you went 2 and 6, you have to keep going? Well, we have to keep going here until we get it in its simplest terms. Oh gosh, 4x squared, that's a perfect square, and 1 is a perfect square, because that's really 1 squared. I have the difference of 2 squares. That's going to give me 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1, and then we have this 2x plus 1 over here. These are as simple as they can get. And that's all you have to do. Let's try another one. Let's try 5. Okay, x cubed plus 6x squared minus 45x minus 54. Big numbers. Big numbers, but it really doesn't matter. I'm going to do the same thing anyway. 4 terms, we're ready to go. 5x cubed, 6x squared, negative 45x, and negative 54. And we hope it works. What do 5x cubed and 6x squared have in common? Well, these two only have an x squared in common. X squared times what gives me 5x cubed? Well, that's a 5x. X squared times what gives me 6x squared? It's a positive 6. 5x times what gives me negative 45x? Well, that'd be a negative 9. Does negative 9 times 6 give me negative 54? It does. So we have just figured out the factors. X squared minus 9 and 5x plus 6. Oops, this one's still a quadratic. I wonder if it factors again. X plus 3, x minus 3, and 5x plus 6. See? Super easy.